Place 2 squares right sides together with the background on the top. With your ruler, draw a diagonal line in one direction, turn and draw a second diagonal line. Now stitch 1/4 inch away from one side, across the middle and down the other side. Repeat so you have a little windmill in the center, and then cut into 4 identical pieces. Place them on the pressing mat with the yellow on the top. Open and press towards the yellow. Now make a second patch with just a wide strip and 2 narrow strips. Measure from the background at the top to the bottom of the blue and cut that width. You need to cut 2 different patches. Angle your ruler so that it goes from top of the background, bottom of the blue, and cut off a triangle. Turn your patch and remove that little section in the middle. Take that section and get rid of it. Now take your 2 pieces and flip them right sides together. Line up the outside edges and assembly line sew. Those patches are only 2 inches square. So place your ruler on the diagonal line, trim 2 sides, turn and trim the remaining 2 sides. Take your 4 pieces and lay them out, matching them in the center. Flip the right side to the left, stitch right down there. Make sure you have that seam allowance. Open, flip them right sides together, press the top seam up and the underneath seam down. Take your scissors and cut that connecting thread and just remove 3 stitches in the vertical seam and turn and remove those same 3 stitches on the opposite side. Mush the middle and swirl those seams around. The patch is only 3.5 inches square. Place pairs of roof and sky wrong sides together with your ruler cut on one diagonal line, and then sort out 1/2 of each set. Open up your roof, and that's the top, that's the peak. Get rid of 1 triangle from the sky, add the sky to the top of the roof, flip them right sides together and assembly line sew, and then sew that middle seam. Take your flying kite block, add sides of the barn to the kite block and the bottom. Now your base is next, your foundation is next. Cut on one diagonal, take the ground and cut that on a diagonal. Separate out the 2 center triangles and sew those together. Square them up, and that goes right at the bottom of the barn. Add some side pieces with ground and sky, your barnyard animals, and you're done. This is a 6-inch barn and a 12-inch barn side by side. Be creative, turn your barn into a little cottage. Add some flowers around the outside edge, some rickrack along the roof line, or just make a barn. How about some flowers? Have a garden around your barn.